Humanity has held a fascination with the moon. The moon is, of course, the closest celestial body to Earth, and regardless of speculations as to its true origin, its gravitational pull and energy has long been known to have an impact on everything from the ocean tides, farming and fishing practices to personal moods, energy levels, and manifestation results. While each phase of the lunar cycle carries a unique energetic significance, the moon's energy is by far the most noticeable around the time of the full moon. This October full moon falls in the fiery and assertive sign of Aries. This lunation asks us to step up as leaders in our own lives, while also releasing the need to be always in control. So there will be a lot of planetary drama taking place alongside this full moon that will shake up our emotional landscapes. So if you would like to know more about the theme of this full moon and what to do and what not to do during this full moon, then stay tuned till the end. This moon is known as the hunter's moon and is one of the few full moons that doesn't take its name from folklore. The hunter's moon is always the first moon to follow the harvest moon, and the harvest moon can change. The harvest moon is the one that falls closest to the autumn equinox or spring equinox for those of us in the southern hemisphere, and this could be either the September or October moon. Subsequently, the hunter's moon may either be the October or November moon, and in this particular instance, we are met with the hunter's moon in October, signaling the time the people of the northern hemisphere would go hunting in preparation for the cold months ahead. It's important to note that this is not a blood moon according to the official definition. A blood moon occurs during a lunar eclipse. The reason some call this moon a blood moon is due to its proximity to Halloween. Some sources suggest that reason some call this moon a blood moon because of its association with the blood from hunting or the color of the changing autumn leaves. So, what should we expect from this full hunter's moon in Aries? Well, although the Libra season is usually marked by a push for balance and beauty, this year was brimming with more confusion than the balance-seeking air sign would prefer, thanks to the doozy of a Mercury retrograde. And right on the heels of the communication planet going direct comes an intense, fiery full moon in Aries, the aggressive cardinal fire sign that sits opposite Libra. If you're not already itching to take bold action following 3+ weeks of slowdowns and setbacks, this lunar event occurring on October is primed to fuel major moves, especially if they're overdue in a relationship that hit its breaking point. Adding even more fuel to that fire is the fact that the moon will closely oppose Mars, the red planet, the overseas action, courage, and energy, which is still in balance-loving Libra. When the intuitive moon faces off against go-getter Mars, we can't help but be extra driven and empowered to get after our desires. And with the moon in Aries, which is Mars' rule sign, the need to take assertive action around something you're passionate about, an emotional conversation, a career goal, will be particularly intense and laced with impulsivity. In fact, the devil-may-care approach could trip you up on your way to making a vision real, setting off conflicts and antagonism. What's the solution then? The solution is slow down as much as possible while keeping that inner fire ablaze. Aries fiery. It's a hot-headed sign that loves passionately and quick to anger. They err on the side of egotism and really have a filter for the things that they believe in. They're competitive and love to be the best, sometimes to the detriment of those around them. So this is naturally bold and ambitious sign with lots of energy and plenty of enthusiasm. Aries is either a joy to be around, a radiant ball of energy, or is difficult and deliberately combative. So there is really an in-between with Aries. So this will be the defining mood of this full moon, and the core theme should be considered action. The radiating Aries energy can be invigorating, pushing you to make the changes you need to make, or it can make you irrational and encourage you to jump the gun in the moment of anger. Both of these scenarios may appear to be similar, but there is an important distinction here. Making changes you need to make are ones that will benefit you holistically and lead to a happier and healthier life. They are not ones that are made in the heat of the moment. So while the full moon in Aries and its fiery and ambitious energy may be pushing us to act, make sure you're using this energetic push to take the leap on moves you have always wanted to make. As this October full moon is giving the collective a loving push to face our fears and embrace life's challenges with tenacious gift, channel your inner fearlessness, these do's and don'ts. Let's start with our don'ts. Do not shy away from competition. You may feel a little more ruthless than usual during this lunation, so embrace it. Channel your inner Olympian by inviting your friends out to play a game of your favorite sport or plan an evening inside with your BFFs for a night of board games. Do not initiate conflict. Emotions are heightened during this full moon, my friends, leaving most of us on edge and be ready for battle. You will want to avoid your impulse to start a fight or call out others during this lunation. It may feel good in the moment to pick a fight with a friend you disagree with, or slam your boss with negative feedback on your latest project, or ask yourself, are these actions that will ultimately align with what's best for you? Remember, Aries has a tendency to do as it pleases, regardless of the detriment it causes. Don't let that detriment be at your own expense. Instead, reflect in your emotions and tread lightly. Do not act on impulse. It's easy to get caught up in high tensions under the full moon, especially with all this fire energy. So steer clear from acting on impassioned feelings. Instead, take the Aries I can do anything energy and channel this to help you believe in yourself. Act with the intention of letting go of all things that no longer serve you in the interest of greener pastures. Be mindful of your words and how you interpret the word of others. Do's. Do take the lead. This lunation is an ideal time to take initiative at work, in your relationships, or in your creative projects. Do not be afraid to use this fine sign to ask your crush out. Plan a daring date and play captain on your professional projects. Do finish your projects. The full moon masks the end of the lunar cycle, and in a symbolic way, it's a perfect time to reflect on that big project you have been working on and add those finishing touches. Forget perfection. Forget perfection. Embrace your hard work with firm confidence. Do revel in your passions. This fire energy is a great motivator to get reacquainted with what you are most passionate about, especially as we prepare for edgy Scorpio season. This intense focus is pushing you to explore hobbies and interests that set your soul on fire. So take bold risks. Do take bold risks. With the intense fire vibes given by this lunation, you're going to want to let your bold curiosity take the lead. So take up a new hobby, book a zip lining adventure, or plan a solo trip across country. Now is a perfect time to dance outside of your comfort zone. Have you always wanted to start that business? Have you been thinking about going back to university? Have you been thinking about taking that dance lessons? Have you been wanting to make the first move in your current hinge chat? Allow Aries to embolden you to take a leap of faith and act. And yes, do get your meditation on. This full moon has a massive amount of energy. that gives us access to have some really inspiring moments of self-reflection. What better way to activate your chakras and balance out your intense fire vibes and stay calm than in meditation? You can find a link below for my full moon meditation specially designed to activate chakras and release all that is no longer serving you in this full moon, so that you all can have a smooth sailing throughout this full moon and be able to manifest life of your dreams. Remember, friends, full moons are meant to be times of celebration, victory, and release. Make the energy work for you and try not to stress about it. Revel in calm for a brief moment in meditation and save the energy for the next new moon. It will be here before you even know it. It's a time for cleansing, releasing negativity, and letting go of the physical, emotional, and spiritual baggage which no longer serve your higher self. This opens up for the new moon's energy, which fills your soul with new ideas, new beginnings, and a new way of viewing things. All right. Thank you, my friends, from all my heart for watching my videos, for subscribing, and for sending me all your emails and reaching out to me with your feedback. If this video resonated with you, then please let me know what you experience around full moon. I really hope and sincerely wish you all have the best full moon ever. Bye-bye for now.